A common question of women who actually struggle to connect with their forever partner is why? Yes, tell me why do I keep dating the same type of undesired guy over and over? Let me give you a solution or two. First of all, stop looking for a twin and look for a partner. And there are several other things that you're going to need to stop doing. So as we go through this, each point I have starts with the word stop. Now, remember, if you want a different result in anything, but particularly here in the dating arena, you must take a whole different action. So be sure that you stay until the end because I'm going to tell you about some things that actually motivate you to date the same type of guy over and over. And he usually is just simply dressed in different clothes. And I'm going to share with you some thoughts about this that have not come across your mind. But my main goal today is to share some insights with you that are going to help you to think and make changes. And most of all, look at your potential dating partners with a whole different mindset. Well, I'm April, the LOVEologist. I'm your favorite LOVEologist and your trusted LOVEologist. I'm a certified love coach and the president and CEO at AuthentiQ LOVE, where interracial relationships are our number one priority. Well, if you're out there, go ahead and say something to me so that I will know that we are working here, everything is working properly. And we can move right along. So be sure that you do me a quick little favor and like this. Go ahead and subscribe if you're on YouTube. If you happen to be on Facebook, go ahead and follow me. And if you're on LinkedIn, be sure that you follow me as well. And then share this with one of your single friends because this is a big issue with a lot of ladies when it comes to dating and not being able to connect with your forever partner. So let's get started. I have several points. I have several notes. So if you see me looking away, I'm looking away because this is a subject that is really hot on my radar and I don't want to go off on a rabbit trail. So let's start here with number one. And I'm having a little tech issue right now, so just bear with me. So hopefully I can fix it. Well, okay, it's taking a minute here to fix it. My first point is this. Ladies, we must stop avoiding and ignoring red flags. Red flags are something that are really discussed all around the, shall I say, dating world or dating communities. But yes, we must stop avoiding and ignoring red flags. I also call them deal breakers. Many of you may not even be aware of what red flags are. And some of you have never even thought about writing down your deal breakers or writing down what could be some red flags for you. That's one of the things that we do when you work with me. We not only sketch out or outline the things that you desire in your future mate, but we also take time and I ask you to write a minimum, yes, a minimum of 5 deal breakers. And the purpose for you writing this out is so that you have in the back of your mind when you meet someone or when you're out on a date and things are happening, you have in the back of your mind some things that are going to be deal breakers. And deal breakers mean that you need to end this relationship or this date because this gentleman is not the type of guy that you desire. So I want to share with you a list of a few things that are deal breakers so that you can think about these, and maybe you can think about other things that are going on in your life that could be deal breakers, and you would know what is going to make a difference in your relationship. So for some people, smoking, a person who smokes, a person who drinks. For some of us, a person who has children or has very young children. These are things that could be deal breakers for us. Why are these deal breakers for you? Because you know yourself and you know what types of things that will trigger you, upset you, some types of things that you just simply don't want to have to deal with on a daily basis. For some, a person's culture or their religion could be a deal breaker. Their level of education versus their age. You know, a lot of you mature women, their level of education may not be as important to you as it is for some of the younger ladies. Because for us mature women, the gentlemen learn things in their younger years that a lot of the younger people are actually learning in college. So maybe education is not a big deal for you, but for some people, their level of education is a big deal. Is this person controlling? And you can detect whether somebody's controlling fairly easily in their conversation and how they're treating you. Does this person have communication issues? Do they listen? Or are they always ordering things or ordering you around or telling you what to do? Some of these are just simple things that you can catch right in your first interaction with a person or your first date, your first communications with them. Is this person, do they make good financial decisions? Do they have a legal income? I'm not saying that they have to work, but do they have a legal income? Now, where I was saying, do they make good money decisions, financial decisions? I met a gentleman several years ago, and in our first conversation, I realized, oh my God, did he really make that decision? Because what he had done is he had taken his two sons and moved more than halfway across the United States. They didn't have a place to live. There was no relatives in the area. He hadn't made contact before he got there with anybody that he could use as a potential support. The kids weren't real small. They were like in high school. And he did not have a car. And the area that we lived in, there was no bus system. There wasn't even a shuttle system. And I was like, did you really make this type of decision and bring your kids along with you? So again, a person who is not making good financial decisions, this can be a good, solid deal breaker for you. Does this guy have a vision? Does he know what he wants to do with his life? Or is he just somebody just living life? So these are just a few red flags, deal breakers. Another one is, how does he treat women, period? How does he treat his mom? How does he treat his sisters, cousins? If you're at a restaurant, how's he treating the waitress or the hostess? There are so many things that could be red flags. But the thing is, you need to be aware of the red flags that are going on with the person that's in front of you or the person who is wanting to date you. And you want to pay attention to these things. Because when you don't pay attention to these things, you continue to date someone who is uncompatible to you. And thus we have dating the same guy over and over. He just simply comes in a different set of clothes. Here's another thing, and this is going to be my final point about ignoring the red flags. I was working with a woman, and to my surprise, she had been dating a gentleman who had children. But this was one of her deal breakers. I don't know what was going on in her head and why she decided to go forward and continue to date this young man. The next thing I know, I'm getting a message. Can you tell me how to break up with this guy? I'm like, what? And she goes on to tell me that she was having to deal with baby mama drama. Isn't that what they call it? Well, in my head, I'm thinking, well, if you knew from the jump or from the start, or how about this? You've been knowing yourself for a while, and you know that at this point in your life, you don't want to deal with baby mama drama. Why did you continue to date the guy? So, when you know it's a red flag, go ahead and end it, because the thing is, if you don't end it now, it's not going to end well for you. I'm sorry, I said that was the last one, but I have one more point about this avoiding and ignoring red flags. Pay attention when you have close friends who are saying things to you like, well, you know, this guy is like Johnny. You know, Johnny, who you dated 6 months ago. When you ignore your close friends and people who know you, and they're trying to get a message to you to help you not have to deal with heartache later, be sure that you pay attention and listen, because you never know what it is that they could be helping you to dodge a bullet on. Now let's move on to number 2, because I could stay on the red flags for another hour, 2 or 3. Number 2, stop looking for a twin instead of a partner. Yes, I said that earlier, and I'm saying it again. Stop looking for a twin instead of a partner. This is what I mean by that. You're accepting gentlemen because you have things in common. But what you're not noticing is this gentleman has all the exact same things in common with you, which makes it feel comfortable and familiar. But no, you're looking for a twin when you should be looking for a partner. You like all the same activities. You like the same foods. You like going to the same places when you travel. So therefore, you end up going back to the same places all the time. And after a while, this can become quite boring, and the spark goes out of your relationship. And there's no more intrigue in your relationship. There's nothing else for you to explore or find out, because the two of you do the same things all the time. But a good, strong, long-lasting relationship where people have been together for decades, as they progress along in their relationship, they continue to learn new things about each other. And that is one thing that will keep a spark going in your relationship. As you are learning something new about someone, and you really like this new thing that you've learned about them. Maybe they've taken on a new hobby. See, another thing about long-lasting relationships, and when you have come across your forever partner, is that you have things that you like to do. He has things that he likes to do. But what makes you gel together is those few things that you both like to do together. that you grow together with, but you still have your own personalities, your own things you like to do, your own friends, which keeps adding spark and fun to your relationship as it evolves. But when you're doing the same old all the time, your relationship will become stale. And here's what happens when your relationship becomes stale or boring. That also will lead to you receiving a text or an email as a form of let's break up. And you know, those are some of the most painful things when someone breaks up with you over text or email. I'm just here to help you not have to go through so much heartache. That is my job. So pay attention. Is this person falling into the twin category, or is this a great potential for a mate? Do we actually fit together like a hand in glove? Do we both have different activities, ideas, things we like to do? But the things that we like to do together, we can do together and grow. So yes, stop looking for a twin and look for a mate, someone that's complementary, someone where they can handle certain things that maybe you don't know how to do, and vice versa. That's what having that forever partner is about. You fit together like a hand in glove. You support each other in areas that the other one can't do. You make things work together positively. Let's take a pause right here. Let me see if we have comments over here. And also, while we're taking this pause, I want to share with you about something that we recently started that you may have heard a little bit about, but I want to give you a lot more details about it. And that is my jewels on the red carpet. I am thrilled and excited about this. And let me tell you why I'm excited about it. Because for the longest, I have been sharing about dating, but what I'm finding is there is also a large number of married ladies who like to listen to me share about dating. And Jewels on the Red Carpet allows me to have something that I can offer to all the ladies. And that is what I'm excited about. So Jewels on the Red Carpet is about accessories that I have available for you. As you can see, I have on some nice. Oops, I guess, let's see. Can I get this on the camera good? Let's go this way. Okay. Nice earrings. Let me see. Can you see the other side? It doesn't look. Okay, here we go. Anyway, yes. I really like this jewelry. And also, it's very nice jewelry. It looks very nice. This is for the jewelry lover, the woman who wants to definitely stand out in a crowd, or shall I say, turn heads every time she walks into a room. And so here is another item that is part of the jewelry collection. And I'm hoping that you can see that nice and clear. I'm trying to get it to where there's not a lot of glare. It's a bracelet. And I really like it. And I'm not sure if you can tell, but it also reflects the colors. And it really is good at reflecting reds and blues. It is just, I think it's just adorable. It is nice. It's called Wings. Well, we have what we call the red carpet community. And I'm inviting you to join me in the red carpet community and be a founding member. So let me share with you what you would receive as a founding member. Well, first off, you're going to receive a complimentary necklace set. You'll also receive birthday surprises, as well as free shipping. You'll be able to have the first look at the new lines that are coming out. Yes, before we even have our first show, because you are a founding member. You will be able to see all the jewelry that's going to be in our next shelf before other people, which means you get to have your pick. And you will also receive what I call founding member savings. And these are savings that others will not be receiving. So I want to invite you again to be one of the founding members of the red carpet community, where we have jewels on the red carpet, because I know you are a special lady and you want to continue to turn heads even more when you step into a room. So this is how you can become a founding member. Actually, go ahead and put in the comments the word jewels, Jewels, and we will get all the information to you so that you can sign up to be a founding member in the red carpet community. Now let's get back to our topic at hand. My third point here, where we're discussing how to stop dating that same type of undesired guy over and over. The third point is this: stop dating when you need healing. Do I need to say that again? I think so. Stop dating when you need healing. You see, the thing is, after a breakup, whether it's a rough one or not, after a divorce, even after your spouse has gone to glory, you need to stop and take time to allow your mind, body, and soul to relax and get back on its comfortable, solid footing. Because your body has actually gone through so many emotions. And especially if it's been a rough season of divorce, because they can take a long time. So you want to let your body, your mind calm down from all the trauma and drama that you have just dealt with. And you want to also make sure that you are working with someone who can help you through these things. Yes, even if it was just a quote unquote mild breakup, you need to be working with someone who can assist you through these things. Someone that can help you with your triggers, someone who you may even need them to point out to you some triggers that you have that you were unaware of. And even if you have not recently come out of a bad divorce or whatever, there may be some things from your childhood that you are unaware of that are actually triggers for you. Or there are things from your childhood that could actually help you get back on your solid footing that you need to get back on. And I'm going to tell you, I have a wonderful colleague. Her name is Dr. Sonia LeRae. She is a psychologist and a health and wellness expert. She would be great for you to work with to help you through some of these things. And if you would like to be able to contact her and become one of her clients, be sure that you put me a note in the comments, or you can actually go to Instagram and send me a DM if you want to be private about it. But you definitely need to be working with someone, because what will happen is you'll continue to go through various cycles if your emotions and your feelings and your mindset has not changed. You see, the best time for you to work on yourself is when you are not in a relationship. And I'm going to tell you, this is what I did. This is why I am a different person today than I was 30 years ago. Because I worked on myself. People don't understand how important it is to work on yourself so that you can stop dating when you need healing. You will change your mindset. It'll change how you communicate with guys. Some of you ladies need to learn about men. I know that was a surprising thought right there, wasn't it? Some of you ladies need to learn about men. Maybe in your past you have seen certain types of men and you really didn't understand them. You need to learn about men, about their thoughts, what triggers certain actions in them. This is all a part of your healing so that you are not bringing the same things into your next relationship, so that you are more confident, so that you make better decisions about the gentlemen that are potential mates. You see, the thing is, when you go from one relationship to the next relationship and you have not dealt with your baggage, what you're doing is you're forcing negative baggage into this new relationship. And what might happen is that you might begin to accuse this new partner of things that they're not even doing because you're thinking about what a previous partner did. So your new partner begins to think, this woman's crazy. And what happens? You end up once again in heartbreak because you just dated the same type of guy over and over. Yes, once again. I'm going to say it again. Stop dating when you yourself need healing. And if you want to know whether you need healing or not, like I said, check in with my colleague, Dr. Lorraine. Number 4, stop dating without a strategy. And I know many of you are thinking, why do I need a strategy? Dating is just dating. You need a strategy. Without, you're out there dating, you have no plans. Many of you have no boundaries. You have no guidelines. And you assume that you know all about dating. Well, this was a big mistake that I made, was that I assumed that I knew about dating. And yes, as I worked on myself, I learned about dating and I learned about guys and I learned how to communicate with guys and I learned about me. And so you need to stop dating without a strategy and without boundaries. You want to be intentional. As I talked about earlier, you need to know your deal breakers as well as the things that you desire in a guy. This helps you become intentional because you will intentionally end a relationship that is not working for you and prevent yourself from dating that same type of guy again. You want to make sure that you are not focused on, is he the one, is he the one, is he the one? And you want to unearth or find out about particular things that you need to know to make a decision whether this gentleman is good for you to continue to date. Is he good for you to continue to give your time to? You need a strategy. Let me give you a very interesting reason why you need a strategy. I was recently scrolling through some things online, and to my surprise, I find where a gentleman is actually suing 50 women because they all say they dated him, and they're in this Facebook group. I had no idea there were Facebook groups for women, and the Facebook group is titled, Are We Dating the Same Guy? Or Are We Dating the Same Man? Something like that was the title. But these Facebook groups are actually on Facebook, but the people are located in different cities and different states around the US, and they're all comparing notes. These women are comparing notes. So this guy is suing 50 of these women because they have put all of this stuff out in this Facebook group about him. And he claims that most of it is wrong. And the funny part that I find is that some of these women are making these comments about this man and they've never met him, never dated him. I'm like, this is wild. So here's the deal. You need a strategy and you need to be working with someone who can help you through this stuff. Because let me tell you, if you were working with me, I would have told you no. Because these women were actually on Facebook dating. And they are all saying things about the same guy. From the news report from, this is not something I just read about. I found on YouTube, actually news reports where this has been on TV. And I was like, wow. And they're saying that this guy is just really, really upset. And like I said, if you had been working with me, first off, I would have told you, if you had shared with me that you were thinking about going on Facebook dating, no. That would have been my answer. We probably wouldn't have discussed it. I probably would have just said, no, don't do that. Because I've been on there. When I was testing out different sites, Facebook dating was just starting. And I've been on there and I've checked it out. And it is one place that I will certainly not suggest anyone to do. Another thing too is I know what kind of people are on there. And then on top of that, you know that there's a lot of things going on with Facebook, period. So this is why you need a strategy. And to get a good strategy, you want to be working with a professional like myself. As I said earlier, I am a certified love coach. So that means that I know about various scenarios, situations that people have had to go through that I can help you with. Several more, probably thousands more situations and examples that I can help you with that your friends and family will not be able to help you with. So you need a strategy. And in that strategy, you need to be working with a professional, someone that can help you identify some of the red flags, someone that can help you identify some things that trigger you, someone that can help you see some things in various situations that you simply are totally unknowing about. So yes, you need a strategy. You need someone that's going to help you work out different steps that work for you and your lifestyle to help you get to your forever partner. So, number 4, stop dating without a strategy. Now, in order to help you with your strategy, one of the things that I am offering new is a 3-hour intensive. Yes, a 3-hour intensive. So that means that we would meet for 3 hours. It's going to be action-packed, and we are going to work through just one of your dating challenges. Now, you can take this 3 hours and you can break it up if you like, because it is very important not only for you to just go and have an intensive and be sitting there working with someone for 3 hours. You're going to need to have it broken up, actually, so that you can go out and implement some of the things that we discuss and see how they work and come back so that you can get some feedback. When you are working with a professional, one of the most important things you need is feedback. So right now I am offering a 3-hour intensive. We're going to tackle just one of your challenges, and you will be able to implement some things, and we can get back together and spend the rest of those 3 hours. You may want to divide it in half, or you may desire to divide it in 3 separate hours. But yes, I am offering a 3-hour intensive so that we can help you stop dating the same undesired guy over and over again. So, if you would like to get this 3-hour intensive, be sure that you hop on my calendar, which should be listed up at the top. And if not, I am going to put this in the chat for you. You also may have a friend who is really, really struggling. Yes, struggling with their dating. And you know, maybe they don't recognize it, but you see that they keep dating the same type of guy over and over again. Be sure that you share this with them. Yes, be sure that you share this with them so that they too can connect with their forever partner, and it can be a seamless transition. Now, we have gone over 4 points that have to do with some of the causes of you dating the same guy over and over again. Well, I have several more points for this discussion. However, we are going to put the remaining points in my newsletter, Interracial Love Chronicles. So, in order for you to get the remaining points, because I know I did not cover all the different areas or the different things that could be motivating you to date the same guy over and over, we're going to put this in the Interracial Love Chronicles. And you are welcome to sign up for this. It is our newsletter. It is something that I truly love, and I love putting different topics in the newsletter. I'm putting that also in the chat there for you. Because there are so many more things that can be motivating you to continue to date the same type of undesired guy over and over, that I'm going to put it in a segment in the newsletter so that you can take your time and read through it and make adjustments and see where you need some assistance. And also, you are welcome to just simply set up an appointment with me. My calendar, again, is there in the comments. You can set up an appointment with me and we can go ahead and get you started in your intensive. Well, it's been fun chatting with you today. I hope that I brought forth some great insights for you. And I know that we have more great insights on this topic. So go ahead and sign up for the Interracial Love Chronicles. Also, there will be a lot of information in the Chronicles concerning the red carpet community. Yes, and jewels on the red carpet, where you'll be able to see several pieces from our new line. Because in 2025, we are going to be doing several new things. Well, again, I'm April, your trusted loveologist. I'm a certified love coach and the president and CEO at AuthentiQ LOVE, where interracial relationships are our number one priority. Make sure you stay tuned so that you'll know the next time we are going to have a live chat. Well, happy holidays.